customer service, done right, can be your company's single biggest competitive advantage. Welcome to the Customer Service Revolution. Join customer service authority and best-selling author John DiJulius as he interviews leaders who are revolutionizing their industries. This is more than a podcast, though. It's a movement. The Customer Service Revolution is a radical overthrow of conventional business mentality designed to transform what customers and employees experience. If you're a revolutionary customer service leader who's ready to stop competing on price and obsessed with building a brand that people cannot live without, this podcast is for you. Welcome to the Customer Service Revolution podcast with John DiJulius. The last 18 months have created a lot of pent-up demand, and consumer savings are near record highs. However, customers are now pickier than ever about which companies they do business with. Learn how you can position your business to handle what could be an economic boom as John discusses how to capitalize on revenge spending. Now here's your host, John DiJulius.
Hello, revolutionaries, and welcome to another episode of the Customer Service Revolution podcast. I am John DiJulius, Chief Revolution Officer of the DiJulius Group. And this week's episode, I want to talk to you about building an incredible customer experience so you can capitalize on revenge spending. As most of the world is seeing light at the end of this long, dark pandemic tunnel, the businesses that survived it want to know one thing: how bright is that light? And will the post-pandemic times be fueled by an economic boom? Well, that answer is dependent on who you ask. The prognosticators do not all agree. There are two certainties, though. One, there is a tremendous amount of pent-up demand for what people have missed out on in the last 18 months. And two, customers, consumers, clients, guests, patients, tenants, employees, coworkers, or whatever you may call your customers, are now pickier than ever with which companies they do business with. And while the effects of the pandemic have been long-lasting, many consumers are getting excited about the opportunities for social interaction. However, not everyone will be jumping back into this social rebirthing immediately. There probably will be some trepidation as people adjust to the newly restored freedom. Social skills are like a muscle, says Richard Slatcher, a professor of psychology at the University of Georgia who studies the effects of relationships on health and well-being. He goes on, if we are out of practice, it will take a while to get back on the social bike. If you will and ride it again, it has now become second nature to keep your guard up. We are habituated to this new normal. So it will take a while to return to the old normal. Revenge spending, according to Fox Business Network, there's reason to be extremely optimistic, right? Over the last year and a half, consumer savings are near record highs. That, combined with the government stimulus money for both businesses and consumers, means that there's a lot of money and the ability to spend it as consumer confidence picks up. The question is, which companies will capitalize on the economic spike? Brands that consistently deliver superior customer experience and a high level of employee engagement will reap the reward.
What if you had access to the secrets world-class companies know that enable them to deliver a consistently great customer experience? The DiJulius Group believes some secrets are better shared. That's why we created a framework that divulges what world-class companies know in a simple, easy-to-follow system. Get access now by enrolling in the Customer Experience Executive Academy. Visit cxea.org or email Claudia@thedijuliusgroup.com for more information.
For many, it's been a year they lost out of their life. Everyone feels cheated. Many experts are predicting revenge spending, which could potentially lead to incredible growth over the next decade. Hence, history repeating itself like the roaring 20s. the 1920s. Revenge spending is a key reason to expect economic growth in this foreseeable future. Some are predicting a resurgence of social events, such as concerts, sporting events, travels, reunions, parties, business conferences, and conventions. Some predict that customers will want to make up for lost time, which will be great for the economy. Although there has been a tremendous job loss and countless business fatalities, companies that are obsessed with the customer employee experience are exploding. And it is critical that leaders invest in building experiential consistency at every touch point in the customer journey by ensuring customer service training is provided continuously to all existing new and future employees. Excellent customer service companies understand that customer loyalty is won and lost with your customer-facing team members. According to HubSpot, 75% of customers don't accept advertisements as truth, yet 90% of customers believe brand recommendations from friends. Excellent customer service companies intentionally allocate their advertising and marketing budgets towards their customer experience strategy. Why? Because they know customer expectations and customer satisfactions are not the same for potential customers versus retained customers. By boosting your customer retention rate, as little as 5% can increase your profits anywhere from 25 to 95%. New customer acquisition is extremely expensive compared to retaining current customers. 5 to 25 times more expensive. Loyal customers bring in more revenue, are less likely to price shop you. They refer you more and more forgiving than a new customer when things go wrong. The bottom line is that the more you invest in customer service skills, the more happy customers you'll have, which means the happier employees will be. So what do? Make it personal. Don't take it personally, but make it personal. Organizations must not let relationships, customers and employees, become mere transactions. Customers will stay loyal to the brand that helped them make them feel alive. The most successful companies in the world are not characterized by the best products in the world, but by redefining our expectations. Let's face it, most products and services today are of similar quality. Excellent customer service is about delivering a personal touch throughout your entire customer journey. Being able to build a true sustainable relationship is the biggest competitive advantage in a world where automation, artificial intelligence, and machine learning are eliminating millions of jobs and disrupting entire industries, businesses, and careers. In the digital revolution, human interaction, compassion and empathy, and communication skills become a premium advantage. With the increase in the digitization and automation of customer interactions, your employees must be focused on building relationships with customers. The most memorable customer experience are the ones where an emotional connection was made, where both the customer and employee feels something. Are you ready? Is your organization prepared to take advantage, to capitalize on the revenge spending? It's coming. Thank you for another episode of the Customer Service Revolution, and we will see you next week.
Thanks for listening and being part of the Customer Service Revolution. Be sure to subscribe now so you don't miss an episode. You can find the Customer Service Revolution podcast on Stitcher, iTunes, or wherever you listen to podcasts.